And joining us from Austin, Texas, we have the producer of the short film, Return to Mogadishu. Her name is Mary Beth Minnis, and we want to thank you for joining us. Mary Beth, let me ask you about this. I was just saying to Sean, and I want to get your thoughts on this too. I was in Mogadishu, not Mogadishu, but Baidoa in Somalia in June of '93, right after the Pakistani peacekeepers were wiped out by Mohammed Farah Aidid's forces, which of course led to the Black Hawk Down incident months later. And I got to tell you, it was a very, very scary place, and I suspect it's still the same. It's really kind of a leap of faith to go in and do this sort of thing. Did people have to get up before this? Did they have to have like a little pep talk? I mean, it's kind of scary.
It was very intense. It was a very difficult decision to decide to film in Mogadishu and to send these guys back into a very, very dangerous situation, and a lot of prayers and a lot of talking with wives and a lot of, we needed to all be on the same page and be convinced that this was what we needed to do, and eventually we landed there.
You know, we've talked in the past with Vietnam vets who've returned to Vietnam, and for whatever reason, it does provide some closure for you, for them, I should say, and I hate the word closure, but I'm wondering, for these two gentlemen, did it do anything to kind of close the knot, so to speak, on their experience there?
You know, I think it did, at least for Jeff. I know, speaking with him, that there were things that he learned about himself and about what he'd experienced 20 years ago and who he is now, that I think did bring some measure of closure. He wasn't going there to look for that, or that wasn't the driving force, but I think there was something emotionally healing in the process for him to be there.
Mary Beth, I had a chance to speak with Jeff. Firstly, thanks very much for joining us here, and to talk about the movie Black Hawk Down, because that's really the way so many people here in the U.S. and around the world see the way the events unfolded. And he said it was very accurate, except it wasn't violent enough. Knowing that, how difficult was it to go back into that area, knowing that if Jeff or Kenny or any of the crew had been captured, you have an international incident that could really get big?
Yes, I didn't sleep for a week. Literally, I did not sleep. It was very intense, and not being able to talk about it and tell people what I was experiencing and what was on the line was even more so. And we knew what was on the line, and but thankfully we were able to get in and out of there safely and securely with our footage, and I'm really proud of the film that we've produced and excited for the world to see it.
Mary Beth, thank you so much for taking the time to tell your story. A fascinating film. It's a short one. It's out there online.
Thank you.
I advise folks to watch it. Thank you again.